In the gripping film Out Come the Wolves, we are introduced to Sophie and Nolan, a couple navigating the complexities of their relationship amidst the backdrop of a remote forest village. Nolan, a food writer for a magazine, has come to this secluded area to gain first-hand experience in hunting for an article about how humans acquire their food. However, the venture is complicated by the fact that Sophie, who grew up in this village and is an adept hunter thanks to her father's teachings, refuses to join him in the hunt. Sophie's reluctance stems from a traumatic event in her past. During a hunting trip in her youth, she found herself staring into the eyes of a deer she was about to kill. Overwhelmed by emotion, she released the deer and vowed never to hunt or consume meat again. This past experience has shaped her deeply, and she now resists any notion of participating in hunting again, leading to tension between her and Nolan, who is desperate to learn and write his article. To assist Nolan, Sophie invites her childhood friend Kyle to join them. Kyle, who has a complex history with Sophie and is also a skilled hunter, has come alone due to the last-minute cancellation of his girlfriend. This unexpected dynamic stirs jealousy and insecurity in Nolan, who feels sidelined as Kyle and Sophie reminisce about their childhood, leaving him isolated and frustrated. As the trio navigates their interactions, underlying tensions surface. Kyle, reminiscing about his past with Sophie, inadvertently provokes Nolan's insecurities, leading to an argument between Nolan and Sophie. Nolan, feeling out of place and heartbroken from a recent breakup, misinterprets the dynamics between Sophie and Kyle, which further strains their relationship. The night grows darker and more complicated as all three characters grapple with their emotions. Alcohol flows freely, and in a moment of heated discussion, Nolan accuses Kyle of having slept with Sophie in their youth. This revelation leads to chaos and discomfort, culminating in a sleepless night filled with unresolved tensions. The following morning, Sophie prepares to accompany Kyle and Nolan on their hunting expedition, but it is clear that the air is thick with unspoken issues. As they venture into the woods, Nolan struggles with the physical and emotional demands of hunting, feeling the weight of his inexperience. Kyle attempts to guide him, but tensions remain high as they encounter a deer. Nolan's inability to shoot the deer triggers a deeper understanding of Sophie's past reluctance, while Kyle, frustrated by Nolan's hesitation, takes the shot himself. However, the deer suffers, and when Nolan insists they finish it off, Kyle, spurred by adrenaline, turns his attention to another deer, missing his shot and losing track of the wounded one. In a shocking turn, they encounter a pack of wolves. Nolan's panic sets in as a wolf attacks him, and in a desperate attempt to save his friend, Kyle manages to shoot the attacking wolf but is left to confront his own demons as he abandons Nolan in the chaos. This act of self-preservation sets off a chain of events that leaves Nolan injured and alone in the forest. Sophie, unaware of the depth of Nolan's predicament, learns of the attack and resolves to find him, pushing aside her fears. Armed with only her skills and determination, she confronts Kyle, who is paralyzed by guilt and fear, leading to a heated confrontation between them. Sophie's resolve to save Nolan pushes her into the forest, where she must face her own vulnerabilities. As Sophie searches for Nolan, she encounters challenges that test her resilience. She discovers signs of the wolves and confronts her own fears, ultimately proving her prowess as a hunter. The narrative twists as she uncovers deeper truths about Kyle's intentions and the reality of her situation. With each step, the tension escalates as she grapples with her emotions for both men in her life: Nolan, the partner she loves, and Kyle, the childhood friend with whom she shares a complicated past. Their paths intersect as Sophie locates Nolan, who is barely clinging to life. Despite her injuries, she refuses to give up. In a harrowing climax, Sophie musters her strength to revive Nolan, all while dealing with the presence of the wolves that threaten them both. The film culminates in a tense confrontation with the wolves. With a mix of bravery and desperation, Sophie fights to save Nolan while wrestling with her physical limitations. As the wolves close in, the raw emotion of survival and the fight for life take center stage. The bonds of friendship, love, and loyalty are put to the ultimate test as Sophie confronts the darkness of the forest, not just in the physical sense but also in her relationships with Nolan and Kyle. In the end, Out Come the Wolves is a tale of survival, exploring the intricate dynamics of relationships, the struggle between humanity and nature, and the search for identity in the face of trauma. Sophie's journey to rescue Nolan becomes a powerful metaphor for confronting one's fears and making difficult choices, revealing the lengths to which one will go to protect those they love. The film leaves viewers questioning the complexities of love and the choices we make in the wilds of life. If you enjoy watching this video, then subscribe to Angel Recaps for the latest movies explanation.